Okay, today we are at Mentor Marsh, which there's a little map of it, and they have a nature serve. It's a state park, but it's also hooked up with the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. So let's see what we'll see. Outside the nature whatever reserve thingy is a woodpecker tree. Inside the nature center, they have a American coot, which the very informative and helpful your ranger or naturalist really helped us, and he was saying, because I said I never seen one in the wild, and he was saying when the water levels were real high in 2019 and 20, they probably were around 2 at that time because nobody was allowed outside. And then you have a minx, which we're supposed to have in the wild too, but I've never gotten to see one of them either. And the naturalist was saying here they're a lot darker usually. And then we have DO-147, an owl. Do you know offhand what kind of owl it is?
A great horned owl.
A great horned owl.
Great horned owl with a woodcock or timberdoodle.
And his meal is a woodcock.
Yeah. We do have a look-alike bird called.
We have a picture of a beaver. And some booklets with information. Kathie grabbed some books. There's a nice buck. And a squirrel. And the groundhog. Oh, red squirrel, which looks a lot smaller than the fox squirrel, which is what we see a lot in our yard, is the fox squirrels. And I haven't seen a red squirrel up here. Yeah. Kathie said it's definitely an egret, but now it's hiding again. So as I said, I don't know if I could get it, but they have egrets here, which I have seen egrets further west from here, but this is the first in this area that I've actually seen an egret. So the boardwalk turns into a bit of a hill, and here we go. Secrets of the marsh. Perhaps you've heard the phrase thin as a rail. Did you know this phrase refers to a slinky family of birds that utilize wetland habitat? No, I didn't. Rails are secretive marsh birds of the family Railidae, and they migrate to this marsh each spring to build their nests among the thick vegetation. While somewhat plump at first sight, rails can contort their body into thin shapes to quickly move through thick vegetation. They use their huge feet to run across lily pads and floating plants from the overlook, which patiently to see if you can spot a Sora or Virginia rail soaring above the burr reed. And then they have pictures of them. There's the Virginia rail and the Sora rail, pictures of them. They also have a picture of the Baltimore Oriole, an indigo bunting, and a kingfisher, which we had once in our yard. That was awesome. I do believe that I have a short video of him up, actually. Friend, not foe. The Mentor Marsh hosts a plethora of species, some charismatic, others unfairly feared. Coyotes provide ecological benefits to our local marsh. They are considered a keystone species, meaning they are vital in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. In the Mentor Marsh, coyotes keep small predator populations in check. Bats are another group many people fear, yet these flying mammals are hard at work providing services to keep our ecosystem healthy. In fact, a little brown bat, an endangered species in Ohio, consumes an average of 1,000 insects per hour. You go, boy, you go. Okay, we found this thing. We're not sure what that's for. If it's for bees, maybe? So I don't even see how you could get in it, even for bees. I have no idea what that thing is, neither does Kathie. If any of you have an idea, leave it in the comment section so we can learn. The thing I was recording earlier is actually for the chimney swifts. It's like a chimney, and they'll go in from the top and make their nests. So that's kind of really cool. And there's Ivy climbing up the telephone pole all the way to the wires. Hope they don't burn. So this is the Prairie Trail entrance going up that way. And I don't know what it is going this way.
I think that's the Prairie.
Oh, I thought the Prairie Trail was going straight.
Well, we're already on this, so they wouldn't say here's the entrance.
Yeah. So, not sure. That's probably the Prairie Trail, which looks a little rougher. So we're going to stay on this trail. And this nasty trail for handicap. It's the Marsh Rim Trail, so it goes down around the rim of the marsh. One thing I would say is there's plenty of insects for the birds to eat, and the turtles and frogs. And we forgot our bug spray, so it's kind of irritating me. Mrs. went down there to get a photo. Oh, and here is the pretty lady walking up the trail. So, the trail keeps going, goes for a while. I'm going to say this particular trail, I'd give it 9. 9 out of 10. There's one on the boardwalk, there's one hill, but you don't even have to take the boardwalk if you don't want to. Overall, I got to give the park, well, I'm going to say,
Fabulous.
For handicap friendly, this is the only trail that we could go on.
But overall for the park,
Overall for the handicapped at the whole park, I'm going to say 4 out of 10. But it is a really good park. I think you all would love it here. And as always, if you have to use a rollator, standard cane, walking stick, wheelchair, whatever it is to help you live your life to its fullest and do what you like, it's not making you handicapped, it's making you handy capable. Thanks all. Remember the thumbs up, and God bless.